So Dave and I were rummaging through our email the other day like we always do, trying to catch up on everything. And we noticed that we got an email from a company called Kova Blades. And they started out the email with, "Wes, we really enjoy your channel. We really like the way you throw axes. Would you like to review one of our axes?" Does a bear shit in the woods? Of course I want to review one of your axes. So let's get into it. The Kova Blackthorn. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Wes, the Suburban Viking. I am Midgard Axe. How's everybody doing out there? How you guys been? This one looks cool, guys. This one does. It looks really cool. So let's get into this thing. Before we get started, I do want to let everybody know, if you're new to the channel, what I like doing is I like doing two parts to these type of reviews here. I think it's important that you know the type of axe that I'm reviewing. I think it's important for you to know the specs and what you're getting into if you decide to purchase this, and what I'm getting into before I throw it. So in this video here, we're going to do kind of a first look, go over specs. I'm going to tell you about the company. Then in the second video that comes after this one, that's when I take this thing outside and I throw it. I throw it hard. I throw it for distance. I do some really cool dynamic throwing. And then I give you my final opinion on whether or not I think you should buy this for axe throwing or not. So let's get on to the website, take a look at all the information they provide, pictures, specs, all that good jazz. Then after that, I'm going to give you my first impressions on what I think of this axe, pros and cons, and then we'll wrap the video up, and then we'll get into throwing it in the next one. So let's get into the website. When Kova Blades first reached out to me, I noticed at the bottom there was a company name called Ballista. If you go onto Ballista's website, it's a pretty cool website. They do like crossbows and stuff. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see at the bottom down here that they offer brands by a company called Z-Tech. And it says Z-Tech specializes in developing and selling high-quality outdoor and tactical gear, focusing on products like compound bows, crossbows, and adventure accessories. Then to the right of that, it has like three sister companies, which is River Road, Mighty, and of course, Kova Blades. So let's head on over to kovablades.com and take a look at all the information they have on this hatchet. When you get on the website here, it says Hatchet Blackthorn. This tool is crafted for versatility, suitable for scenarios, outdoor camping, and survival situations, offering a comfortable grip and reliable performance. Coming in on their website at $89.99, 90 bucks, okay? Then it has some pictures of here. Looks like somebody's doing some kindling work. Has another picture too of the unique design. It says, in developing the Blackthorn, we aim to blend both the past and present in its design. It also shows you the very unique Kydex sheath, which we'll get into in a minute, which is kind of cool looking. I do enjoy that sheath. And then it has another picture of someone doing some more kindling work. And if you scroll down a little bit more, it talks about the exclusive design, how it's a versatile hatchet, comfortable to hold, well suited for camping. And when it says exclusive design, guys, you can see right there that it looks like a throwing axe. They do say that this is a throwing axe, that you can throw it. So of course, guys, I'm going to put it to the test. Now, if you scroll down a little bit further, you'll get some up close pictures. You'll notice that there is a notch cut out where the pole is underneath the spike, and that is a strap cutter that's used for cutting straps, ropes, belts, and nets in seconds. It's pretty effortlessly done. I actually watched a video and it's pretty cool. The handle overlays, which is really awesome, guys, is made of G10 material, renowned for its strength and durability and lightweight properties, which, if you guys don't know, there are a lot of pew-pews out there that have G10 grips. Really cool, really cool. Also, it talks about the steel bushings that securely hold the handle in place, and they can be replaced, guys, yes, and we'll go over that in just a second. There's also a triangle that's been cut down at the bottom in the steel where the knob would be at, and it's so you can put like a carabiner or a rope so you can hang it up, which is really cool. It also talks about the bit, the main bit. Yes, it has more than one bit on it. The main bit, it says it's scientifically calibrated based on measurements for efficient chopping. It also has a bit on top, and it also has a bit on top where the spike is at too, which is really cool. It also talks about how the steel quality is an 8 CR13 MOV steel, ensured a good balance of sharpness, retention, strength, wear resistance, and ease of sharpening. I will tell you guys, they boast a lot about this axe on how it's designed for protection and survival. Scroll down a little bit further, you'll get some more information on what the box that it comes in looks like. It's very nice. We'll go over that in a second too. Really cool looking, really good design on the box. It looks incredible when it came to me. It looks really good in the box. It's a lot better than getting an axe in a cardboard box and you just kind of pull it out. So it is a nice touch. Going down a little bit further, it talks about its unique sheath. I will tell you guys that sheath is really cool. The Blackthorn hatchet sheath features a one-way snap mechanism designed to hold the hatchet securely, reducing the risk of accidental release. The tactile feedback provides a clear indication when the hatchet is fully inserted or removed, promoting safe handling. It does look like a tactile design in that sheath, the way that it goes in and out and how you can set it up on your belt. Pretty cool looking. We'll also go over in a minute the extra accessories that come with the hatchet, which it does come with a belt clip, and I'll show you guys how that works in just a second. And scrolling down a little bit further, you'll get a video on what the actual package includes, what it looks like when it comes to you, and all the accessories that are in the box. Getting into the specs of this axe, they say on here that it is 14 inches in length. The head length is 6.8 inches with a weight of 1.68 pounds. Of course, guys, I've already said that the steel is made from an 8CR13 MOV. The handle is a G10 material, and the matte black finish that is on the hatchet is a parkerization. So like I said, guys, it does come in a very nice box. As you can see here, it's kind of magnetic down here, so you got to kind of pull, give it some force to pull it, and it opens up. It's nicely shadow boxed in there with some foam, so it would make a pretty decent looking gift. I mean, I'd be happy to get this. It beats getting an axe in a cardboard box, right? Now, when you get into the package itself, it comes with the Kydex sheath, which is really nice. I've already kind of looked at it. All the rivets in it look really good. It's nicely made. The snap is nice and tight. Pulling it out is nice and tight, so it's not something that's going to just kind of fall off. It does look like it's made of quality, and I really do like Kydex, guys. I've got a couple holsters that are made of Kydex, so not bad looking at all. Looks pretty good. Now, I told you guys that it comes with a belt clip, so you can run your belt through it and hang it on your belt like you saw in the pictures. It does come with some screws and 2 washers. So what you would do is that you would take this belt clip, and it's got holes in it. These face out, okay? Then what you do is you take this and you can put it anywhere you want on this. Run the screws through it. You can bring it down, bring it up, however you want to do it. And then the axe will basically go up inside there and hang like this if you want it to hang like that off of your belt, which is really cool. I do like this belt clip. It looks and feels very, very robust. It feels like it's not going to fall apart. It just feels like it's quality. So I do give them props on that. That's a really cool add-on that they threw in with this hatchet. So the sheath design, it just slides right up in there. Snaps into place. It's not coming loose. It's not coming out okay. You got to give it some force to take it out. So it's a nice little package deal that you get with this sheath, the belt clip, and the hatchet. It locks in place very well, and it feels really good in the hand. Specs, let's get into them. I'm going to measure from the bit all the way down here to the knob. I got 14.25 inches long. The head length from the spike to the bit, I got 5.75 inches long. The front bit itself is coming in at 3.5 inches. The top bit up here is coming in at just shy of 2.5 inches. And the back bit up here where the spike is coming in at exactly 2 inches. I weighed this thing on my scale and I got 1 pound and 10.3 ounces. And of course, guys, what we do with sheaves on this channel, we toss them. Okay, so let's get into my overall impressions of this thing. First impressions, what do I think about it? Okay, first, the bits. Really cool, just like the CRKT Jenny Wren. We have a bit up front, we have a bit on top, we have a bit on top of the spike, and we have a spike itself, okay? I will tell you guys the edge quality, sharpness-wise, the way it comes to you, it's not bad. It could be a lot better. It's not super dull, but it's not super sharp either. So you are going to have to sharpen this thing if you want to do any work with it, okay? The degree in which the edges have been profiled. I will tell you, you do have a thin bit and you do have thin cheeks, but it does come to a really hard point. So I'm going to have to reprofile this edge to get the edge that I need for axe throwing, okay? As far as the design goes, it's a really cool design. It does have a swooping pattern down here, but I will tell you guys, the first thing that I noticed, it's not really a con until I throw it, but it is something I noticed, is the design of this hatchet. As you guys can see, the bit here, the knob sticks out farther than the bit. So if you were to throw this thing, you're going to get a knob strike first, unless you over rotate it and stick it like this, and you're really sticking it kind of like a knife. So that is something that I did notice, is that the knob sticks out farther than the bit. Is that going to be an issue? More than likely, if I try to stick it with the full bit, Yes. If I over rotate it, it's probably not going to be an issue, but we're going to have to throw it. It was just something that I did notice. Distribution of weight. Of course, guys, like I always tell you, all steel axes are normally really heavy in the handle. So it's not going to flip over really fast like a bit heavy axe, but it does feel good in the hand. And kind of just doing a couple flicks with it, I do feel like it's going to come out of the hand nicely. I'm just going to have to help it just a little bit more than usual to get it to rotate because of all the weight being down here in the handle, okay? Getting into the grip. G10 grips. It feels great in the hand. I'll be honest, it does. It feels really good. I'm very impressed with these grip panels. And I will say, guys, they took the time to round these grip panels over so you don't have a hard point. It's almost oval shaped in a way, so it does contour to your hand very nicely. I do like the fact, like I said, that they rounded those over because a lot of those grip panels that I found have really hard edges on them, and they took the time to round them over, which makes it feel really good in the hand, okay? The bottom down here, this knob, I think it's cool. You can put a carabiner on it or some rope. But I will say I'm a little concerned that I might get some hang up as it comes out of my hand. I don't know yet. I'm just giving my first impressions. We're going to watch it and see. But I will say that just kind of put it in my hand and giving it a few little tosses here, it does feel really good. Even though the weight is all in the handle, it still makes it feel really good with these G10 grips. It just does something to it that kind of makes you take your mind off all the handle weight. But, you know, like I always say, I'm just giving you my first impressions. We're not going to know until we take it outside and throw it. So overall, first impressions, I like this thing. I like the bits. I think it's cool they put all these different bits on it. You can use it for all kinds of different things. You can reprofile these bits to do different work. You can sharpen them a certain way. Just a really cool design. I do like the fact that they put this cutter down here to, you know, cut rope with, which is really cool. Love the G10 grip panels, guys. It feels really good in the hand. So the only two things that I'm concerned with is the bit and this knob. Okay, the bit doesn't stick farther than the knob sticks out. So you are going to get knob strikes. That's going to be a given. There's no way you're not going to get them. You're going to have to over rotate it a little bit to get this part of the bit to stick. So it's going to be hard to get that whole bit to stick into the target unless you get a knob strike. And guys, even if you do get a knob strike, you're not going to get about this part of the bit down into the target unless this sinks so deep that the rest of it goes in, okay? And of course, this knob down here, we're going to have to feel it when I'm throwing it and see if it hangs up on my hand. I do think I'll be able to mod this if I need to, if it is hanging up on my hand, but I'll let you guys know in the second video when I take this out and throw it. And of course, guys, no BS on this channel. Second video, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to throw it. And I'm going to tell you guys if it flies good. And I'm going to tell you if it doesn't fly good. And if it doesn't fly good, I'm going to give you every reason as to why it's not a good throwing axe. But I don't know until I take it outside and throw it. So come back for part 2 when me and Dave step outside and we take this thing and we're going to throw it hard. We're going to throw it for distance. We're going to test these bits. We're going to test the quality and see how well they hold up. See if the edge rolls over. We're going to test these G10 grip panels here and see if they hold up to really hard axe throws. And of course, guys, we're going to test this knob down here in relation to this bit and see how well it sticks into the target. No BS. I'm going to tell you how well this thing flies. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this thing. If this is something that you would be interested in. I think it's at least a cool design. I think it is. I'm interested. Extremely interested to see how well it flies. So we're going to take this thing out and beat the hell out of it and see how well it holds up. So come back for part 2. If you could, down in the comment section, let me know. Would you guys buy something like this? You guys like this design? Do you think it's cool? I think it's innovative. I really do. It gives you a lot of different options. So I'll let you guys know what my final impressions are after I throw it. But so far, pretty cool looking. But I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching this thing. Come back in part 2. Take this thing out and throw the hell out of it. Whew, I can't wait. But until next time, guys, see ya.